gonna show you a little secret, Shaolin secret. This is what I learned out in China, training Gong, the iron finger. Alright guys, so right now I've got one of the legs from the P-bars. One of the main things you want to do is always just massaging your finger, just beating on it, and it's just going to help you develop strength, hit those nerves, and it's going to make your fingers stronger. You can aim for just the one finger, or you can condition all of the fingers. The main fingers that you use in iron finger are these two. So your first goal is to one day be able to do a push-up using just 2 fingers of each hand. Back in the day, I was inspired by Bruce Lee, obviously a legend. However, he used to do his push-ups with his thumb, which is great. But if you practice your finger push-ups with your thumb, what happens is the position of your hand is incorrect. So when you take away your thumb, you're just gonna drop. What we need to do is stack ourselves on top of the fingers. You'll see your thumb won't reach the floor. So I'm gonna show you how you can develop from stage 1 all the way through to getting your 1 finger push-up. Getting yourself a stick and hitting your finger throughout the day, that's definitely gonna help with recovery and obviously help with progression as well. So let's go ahead and check it out. I've got my fit mat here. Having a nice soft surface for your fingers is also gonna help. What you wanna do and what you can do at the start is use your thumb and just get your 5 finger push-ups. First, just like regular push-ups, you wanna focus on your form, nice full range of motion. And if that is too difficult for you, you can just focus on the hold. It does not matter if you do 1 second, 2 seconds, 10 seconds, as long as you're making those progressions day in, day out, eventually you're gonna get it. Remember the key principles: time, patience, and consistency. Give it time, be patient, and stay consistent. So even if you're just holding these positions right here, and you can also widen your legs, that's gonna take a little bit of the weight off of your fingers. And if you find this really difficult, you can also do this up against a wall. Whatever you need to do to apply pressure to your fingers is fine. As long as you've got that vision in mind and you're taking your time to progress, eventually you'll get there. So 5 finger hold, 5 finger push up. From there, you can take away your little finger, but like I said, then you'll be left with your thumb. And this is gonna be counterproductive because eventually when you wanna take away the thumb, your hand is gonna be in an incorrect position. So I like straight away, go from 5 to 4, but taking away the thumb. So again, go for a hold. If you can hold, go for a push-up. If that's too difficult, go up against the wall, do leans against the wall, do push-ups against the wall. Once you reach a good rep range like 10, you're probably ready for the next stage. So the next stage here, take away the pinky, and now we've got 3. So it starts to get real challenging now. You can also do these on your knees. If you do them on your knees, remember, get into position, drive your shoulders forward. What you wanna do is get your weight on top of your fingers, and you can just go for a hold or go for a push-up, and eventually you'll get the strength to hit a regular push-up on your fingertips. And this is now where you're gonna start feeling your fingers burn. Well, for me, I do. You guys might have felt it from the first stage. And that's where the little conditioning stick, you can just have this with you all the time. When I lived in China, we didn't have access to many devices back when I lived there 15 years ago. So we'd just read, sit, meditate, talk, drink tea, and all the while, if we was focused on something like iron finger, we'd just be conditioning a finger. If you was focused on something like iron arm, you'd be doing the same thing with a bigger stick on your arm or on your shin or on your core, something like that. But always tap out, give your fingers time to recover, and slowly progress. All right, so next we take away the finger. Now we've got 2 of each hand. Again, if it starts to get difficult, you can go from your knees, push forward, go for that push-up, and eventually you'll find the strength to go into a regular push-up position. You go down, you come up, and you complete 1 rep at a time. Moving on to the hardest progression now, 1 finger of each hand. If you find this really difficult, do it up against the wall, widen your legs, do what you need to do to get the rep in. Don't go for the hardest progression and think that you failed. Remember, you don't need to be great to start, you need to start to be great. So find a level of progression that you can work with and slowly build from there. It's been a little minute, 1 finger each hand. Let's see what I got. So you go into position, ground yourself. I'm gonna go wider legs on this one, and you go down and back up. just like that. And again, once you finish your rep, be sure to tap out, allow your fingers time to recover, and you go from 1 rep to 2. Eventually, when you hit 10, you can start working on handstands up against the wall, and then you've achieved the 2-finger Zen. You can find my program on the Fit app. Go ahead and download it, and you can train with me anywhere, anytime, any place.